If you've been struggling with weight loss, the secret could be in your gut. Today, we're going to unpack gut health and semaglutide and how they work together. Also, we'll give you 3 simple biohacks that can help you get better results without drastic diets or crazy routine. Hey guys, I'm Dr. Carter with Modern Body Clinic, and we are weight loss experts. Semaglutide is certainly one of our more popular weight loss medications because it works pretty well. Did you know that semaglutide changes the bacteria in your gut? GLP-1 medications like semaglutide and liraglutide have been studied in regards to how they impact your bacteria in the gut. Now, one of the things these medications can do is promote healthier bacteria, and what we mean by that is bacteria that will promote leanness as opposed to bacteria that will promote weight gain. So it turns out that we have something called the gut-brain axis, and so essentially what that is that your gut can influence what's going on in the brain. And a couple of things that are going to happen in regards to the gut is that it can impact your hunger as well as your satiety. Also, it can affect your blood sugar outside the effect of the semaglutide on insulin production. Another benefit of semaglutide in the gut is that it's going to improve the gut lining and essentially make it stronger, and also is going to decrease inflammation, particularly in the gut. There are a number of things that we can do to help get more out of semaglutide, but I'm going to give you 3 biohacks that can be helpful, that are easy to do. So the first one has to do with intermittent fasting. What if skipping breakfast could improve your gut health and your weight loss results? Fasting turns out that it helps reset your gut. It does reduce inflammation, and it can boost the beneficial bacteria that I just mentioned. One of those bacteria called Akkermansia. But all you need to know is that we have a class of bacteria that promotes lean bodies. And so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to have those bacteria be favored. So one method you can do for intermittent fasting is the 6-18 method. That means that we're going to eat inside an 8-hour window, and we're going to fast the other 16 hours. Now, if you're new to fasting, I would not start there. I would start easier, maybe doing a 12-hour window of eating, a 12-hour window of fasting. In fact, we have a video on how to start intermittent fasting if you've never done it before. Check out the link below. That is one tip. Next is, so you really want to kickstart your metabolism, try a cold shower. It turns out cold exposure can activate what's called brown fat, and brown fat is fat in our body that is metabolically active as opposed to white fat. Cold exposure will turn this on, and so essentially what we can do is increase our metabolism that way. Now, usually, so how much cold exposure? 1 to 2 minutes is generally enough. If you're just starting, I would start with 30 seconds, and so that could just be the cold shower where you spend 30 seconds in this. There's a few different ways you can do that. One way is just take your normal shower and then do 30 seconds of cold exposure. Another way might be you just go for it and have the water cold and just jump in, and it might be a little more challenging, but certainly you'll get it done. But you want to breathe into it, so slow deep breaths into that cold exposure. You get the benefit of the brown fat, but also just your body and your mental, knowing that you can do something that is hard. The next tip is a supplement. Could a simple supplement reset your gut for better weight loss? Resounding yes, and that supplement is activated charcoal. Activated charcoal is going to bind to toxins in the gut and bring them out. Essentially, quote unquote, a cleaner environment for the beneficial bacteria that we really want to see there. One thing I advise to clients is you can do anywhere from 250 to 500 milligrams of activated charcoal once or twice a week. This is certainly not something that I recommend people do every day, all the time, for sure. The other thing is that you want to take it away from other medications or supplements because it can block their absorption, and definitely stay hydrated because it can have your gut move slower. Well, what else can we do for making our gut healthier? We want to feed the good bacteria in your gut for better results. Here's what to eat. There's a few different classes of these things that are going to help feed our gut. One's probiotics, another class would be what's called prebiotics, and yet another class is called polyphenols. The probiotics are going to essentially have bacteria in it already, and these are going to promote those beneficial bacteria that we want. And so some of those foods include yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut. These are what's considered probiotic. Prebiotic foods, there's going to be things like garlic, onions, even bananas, but particularly typically they have to be greenish or not quite ripe, or even plantains. These are going to feed those bacteria specifically. Something else that we can do is utilize polyphenols. Foods that have a lot of polyphenols include dark chocolate, green tea, and berries. If you're not sure if your gut health is improving, here's how to know. Simple thing you do is just journal a few different things. One is your digestion, one is your energy, and the other is your cravings. Those things should improve over time as we improve our gut health. Digestion would be looking at how regular you are, or if you're noting less or more bloating. Now, you might have more bloating at the beginning because you're promoting more bacteria that is beneficial. There might be an adjustment period for you, but in general, those should improve. Energy is something that also should improve over time. So a simple scale would be like 1 to 5, and 5 being I could run through a wall, and 1 being I'm so tired I don't even want to get out of bed. I would measure my energy once, twice a day, morning and afternoon or evening. That'd be a good way to see how changes are going. And then just pay attention to if you're noticing more or less cravings. Whenever you have a craving, make a note of that. And so over time, those should get better as well. There you have it. A few different things that we can do to maximize our gut health. That includes eating the right foods that are feeding our gut, polyphenols, things like berries, dark chocolate, yogurt, or kefir. These are things that are going to make our weight loss journey easier and more sustainable. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and we'll show more and we can share more tips with you. So check out this video on weight loss.